guys, how are you? Welcome to another mommy-daughter conversation. Yes, and today we are in the kitchen, and only good things happen in the kitchen. And before we get to the conversation of the day, I want to give a shout out to our gracious hosts, Longonot Place Apartments, right opposite KBC on Harithuku Road. These are fully furnished 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom apartments. So if you're looking for a place to chill while you're on business in Nairobi, this is the place. For our summer bunnies, we got you. Kujeni, hii ndio number by the naacha number hapa. Give them a call if you're looking for a place to chill, a place to stay while you're on business. Ama mahali tu pa kuhepa nyumbani siku mbili na familia. Anyway, hi Mukamba.
Hello.
Excited for our conversation today?
Yeah.
And of course, if you see us standing like this, we are in the kitchen and we are not alone. We are not alone. Who do we have today with us, Mukamba?
Our guest today is Nutrition by Nthenya.
Yay! Nthenya, karibu sana.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, this conversation has been a long time coming. We have been talking about having this conversation. Tukuja na Nthenya tukae hapa to chap a story for quite a while, like for some few months. And I'm so glad that the day is finally here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Introduce yourself. Ndio ile kamera yako.
Kamera yangu ndo ile pale.
Ndio ile huko. Sorry Madi.
Unapoteza watu.
Sorry Madi.
So my name is Nthenya of Nutrition by Nthenya. I am a certified nutritionist. I have been doing this for 6 years now, and I love teaching people all things food, what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, and just basically to help prevent diabetes, hypertension, cancers, to make your life better.
Wow. Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the reason, that is actually the topic of our conversation today. Nutrition, but with a focus on
Me.
on our teenagers. Yes. Maybe we can say adolescents and teenagers. Yes. So, Nthenya, I'll actually ask Mumbus this question first. Mumbus, what do you understand when you say nutrition? What does that mean to you?
Good food.
I like that. And what is good food?
Anything that's not fatty, that's not junk, that's balanced.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good answer.
Because you actually asked her nutrition.
Yes.
You didn't specify.
Yes.
So there's both good nutrition and bad nutrition. Or poor, unhealthy nutrition practices. So what she explained is good food balance. So I like that you've mentioned balance, because that doesn't mean, you're eating vegetables alone. You have to balance everything. Yeah.
And let me tell you, from the 3 people seated here, we have the proper person to be having this conversation with. This teenager of mine right here, because she's a foodie. She loves to eat. Is that true?
Food is bae.
Food is bae.
Food is bae.
That's true. And actually the reason for this conversation is I was reading somewhere on the internet about, actually I don't know how that story started, but by the time Ilikuwa it was actually talking about obesity in the country, in our country right now. And it's saying compared to like 20 years ago, as in if you go back to 20 years, obesity was almost non-existent in this country of ours. Like, hiyo haikuwa kitu watu wanaongelelea. But right now, obesity, we have so many cases of people who are obese, and especially this age group. Because they were saying anywhere from when they start, so when they're getting into adolescence, all the way up to 16, 17, 18, hapo kuna kizungumkuti hapo. Yeah.
You know, we have about 11.6 million adolescents. So sometimes,
in the country?
Yes, in the country, in Kenya.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes we think it's a small number, but when now you get the statistics, you're like, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
At this stage, you're not a child and you're not an adult. So unajaribu kuelewa, what am I supposed to be doing? Yes. Am I supposed to be the health freak? Am I supposed to be eating junk? You're still trying to figure yourself out. And if you look about 20 years ago when you were giving the comparison, we used to play a lot. Me, I used to be beaten.
Yes.
Nirudi kwa nyumba. But now we are having adolescents being chased out of the house. Technology is there.
Sema ukweli. It's the truth, Mkamba.
I don't
It's
go
the
to the
truth.
house, but I'm productive in the house. So.
But you need some movement.
Thank you.
I go to school. Okay, I used to go to school. That is enough vitamin. That is enough.
Is it enough movement, really?
Yeah.
Because we are having a lot. Actually, the statistics are showing that there's a significant drop in the activity in adolescents, and that's one of the contributing factors. Because let me tell you, being in the house, you can't make much movement.
That's true.
Yes, mom.
Yeah, you cannot make much movement, and we are here to help. We just want you to realize, by the way, go and play. We used to play Kati when we were, the day I finished KCP, what I was waiting to do was go and play.
I know.
But now there's so much indoors, you're on your phone, you have a tablet, unataka tu kuchill. There's a lot of pressure. And also as parents, we've contributed. Hey, mtoto akifunga shule unamwambia nikuone nje.
Now wavulana.
So we are changing we want to change the conversation. Go out, go play.
Yeah.
Go play. Na si kucheza tu ati 5 minutes. Spend some time out, and you don't have to do activities you don't enjoy.
Yeah.
Fanya zile vitu una like.
Riding your bike.
What bike?
The one that you've neglected.
The one that
For
neglected me.
many years.
It was not perambulating, so.
So ride that bike. Actually make it fun. Look for maybe I saw you getting ready for prom and you have friends. If they don't live far away, can you ride the bike? Make time for that. You can't play Kati like us maybe, but you can do fun things with them.
That's true.
Skip rope, you're still very young, your knees are not making noise. So try those interesting activities. Yes.
All right. So now I was thinking for this conversation today, I thought it would be a better way of doing it so that we fully understand what we mean by nutrition, and especially for this particular age when we do things practically. Practically, right? So before tufike hapa, like a few days ago, I had a conversation with Nthenya. Of course, we prepare for these things. Hatukujangi tu blindly tunaingia set ati tunaanza kuongea. No, we do prepare. We had agreed that tutakuwa na a selection of some foods. Is that the right word to use? Yes. And then she's gonna challenge us to something. That is the challenge is what I don't know. Aliniambia, to you just get this. So I got all those things in there. So the challenge is what I don't know. Yes. So I am thinking, should we get into that challenge?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it practically.
So when we talk about nutrition, tunaifanya, tunaona ni nini tunaongelelea.
Nutrition, see apples na vegetables peke yake.
Exactly. Yeah. Nutrition is a lot of things. As a nutrition by Nthenya would say. Haya. So tuanzie na breakfast. Uliniambia nitafute breakfast na nitafute lunch.
Kuja na breakfast.
Tuanzie breakfast. Haya. Kama beba hizo sahani. Acha tutafungua kwanza. Breakfast is also this one. Yes. From our favorite people, Naivas.
Yeah, Naivas. Squeeze wako na avocado zingine tamu.
Wako na avocado tamu? Sitanunua avocado hapo. So Nthenya, I had added this one. These two ndio tujue. Huyu pia ni another favorite brand of ours. We love it very much.
Nimeinunua juu yako by the way. Kuna tumecheza hapo chini ya maji.
Na huyo mwingine huyo tutaonyesha ni nani. And then before you tulete, acha tuanzie hapa.
So what do we have here?
This is what we have. So we have some mandazi, some eggs, and some sausages. And this, to be very honest, was actually our breakfast this morning. Ni ukweli. Like hatujaenda kutafuta mahali. This is what we had for breakfast.
Good.
Yes.
Sasa, nakuanga na tu sahani.
Yeah, na niko nazo. Just so you know.
Good.
Yeah. These are portion. Wacha nifanye a shameless plug, right? These ladies and gentlemen are portion plates, right? From Nutrition by Nthenya. Sasa hapa we are going to learn what they are all about. Alafu after hapa nataka hii namba tutaweka namba mahali ya kuoda. Si ndio? Tutaweka namba ya kuoda. Yes. But you are going to tell you more about the plates. Alafu sasa tuendelee na conversation. And I think maybe we start here.
Hatutaanza hapo. Nitakuwa nimewapea Mkenya. Please wacha kucheat.
Hii challenge yangu na Mumbus wewe hauja.
Mimi sita yangu nitafanya baadaye. Kwani unataka kuibia? Au unataka kuibia? Now. Unaona venye uliserve breakfast? Sikukua kwenu. Hiyo ndio poa. What did you have for breakfast out of this today? What did you serve? Kila mtu a plate tu yake.
Vile alikula asubuhi.
Vile ulikula asubuhi.
Bila kudanganya.
Do I eka?
Yes.
Plate yako tuone. Good. Kuna mtu alikula mkate?
Kuna mtu alikula mkate.
Mulisema hiyo mkate. So now, so that we make it more interesting, let's assume you had
bread.
You were having bread today.
Ama there was an option of this and the bread.
And the bread. How would you have done it?
I would have returned that one for sure. I would have taken this bread of mine.
Mkamba,
are you with me?
No.
You're okay, to sawa.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there was bread in the morning.
Ungetembea na mkate.
Sasa hiyo mandazi nimerudisha haraka sana hivyo vile nimerudisha.
Do you have any specific reason?
Yeah, because na feel hii iko na mafuta.
Iko na mafuta.
Wongo. She's saying that she looks nice in front of the camera.
No, but Mumbus, if there was this and this. And then do you know what I would have done next? I would have taken my blueband peanut butter.
No, me, I'm questioning your reason. You only take mandazi because it has too much oil.
Yeah, like compared to this bread and the peanut butter, for me this would have been a much more healthier option than the mandazi.
Mom.
Okay.
Ni ukweli Mumbus.
But uzuri, I watch, I'm a serious subscriber.
Yes.
And I have watched your videos before.
Yes.
There's a Sunday before your exam.
Yes.
Your mom had one slice of bread.
And
I was
she
like,
had 4 slices.
Yeah, Mkamba, you had 4. Okay, that day there were no mandazis.
Yeah, exactly.
You did 4 slices. And it was still okay. So I really would, let's compare both of them.
So this is what, if there was bread in the morning, this is what I would have eaten. Okay. In the morning I had just the one mandazi. Which I returned for the bread plus the peanut butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mkamba, do you want to change your plate?
For?
You want it to look that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So why I was asking if you really, really want to change your plate is because I am surprised you're one teenager who did not go for the sausage. Because ideally what I've seen most of them do is they wouldn't even have the egg because it's boiled.
Oh yeah, I don't eat boiled eggs.
But you would have gone for
I just ate it, yeah.
You just ate it. Okay. So what we will do, let's discuss both plates. Starting with this one that belongs to your mom. And she did a good job with the bread. First, I was very happy to see this. It's wholemeal bread. So that means it has more fiber. So carbohydrates are not the enemy. So you as a teenager need to understand you just don't like the white ones more. Because a lot of teenagers, I have some in my house who are staying with me. Brown bread has stayed. The wholemeal bread has been there. Imelala, I had now to read in between the lines and bought the white one. And now taught them. Yeah, because they don't want the brown. So what you need
but
to
it's true. Also Mumbus, you do prefer. If there was an option of the white bread.
White bread is starchy.
So it's like dough. But I think they don't like it because it's very fibrous. And then your mom did very well with the peanut butter, a source of fat and a bit of protein. Just very little. But what your mom did very well was the protein. And I can tell this is from the gym. Sawa. So huyu tuachane na yeye. Huyu akae hapo kando. Let's have your plate. Now, your plate is a good representation of a lot of teenagers. Maybe what you've done them on is the sausages. So ideally a teenager would be, okay, let's do the mandazi, let's do the sausage, maybe no egg. Okay, so what they've done is that you've gotten a lot of processed carbohydrate from the mandazi. The mandazi has a lot of fat, so that means it has a lot of calories, and calories is a measure of energy for any food that you consume apart from water. So you'll find that at the end of the day, that because of the environment we are living in, you consume so much calories, and that's why people end up gaining weight. And not to say, by the way, a disclaimer, all of us cannot be the same size, okay? But what we are aiming to is get more nutrients than more calories, okay? So this is a good thing, but ideally, because you're going to be very active. Now, we are assuming you're adding your activity. We will say, if you have an option between the mandazi and the bread, on some days, make sure you're not just using the mandazi alone, because maybe you like the mandazi, it's sweet and all, and it's a good thing you didn't have the sausage. It's not bad to have sausages. Just make sure, say ati unakula sausage Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, include eggs. And I love that it was boiled eggs because they've reduced the amount of fat. But you need to grow some muscle. See, there was a time you are doing workouts with Steph, and I watched, and you are saying you'd really want the curvy body, the nice tone, some glutes. So you are not going to grow your glutes without having protein.
Yeah.
Now, Mkamba, you did very well, okay? But your mommy failed because she did not have a fiber source. So what we do, hatukuangi na many families don't eat fiber for breakfast. So both of you did very well. Let me plate this, and I'm just going to use your mandazi so that I stay on your side, Mkamba. This one can stay on this side. Then I'm going to explain to you so that we balance it out. I'm looking for something for here. So you see, all of you were tempted. What you did notice, all of you were tempted to put your carb where?
On the
bigger portion.
And it's not you, it's how we've grown up as
my
Africans.
God,
Yes.
So the big part is for that's why you put your garlic.
That's the
honestly.
Okay, so honestly, this part is for fiber. So it's your vegetables or your fruit.
So I thought for breakfast would be protein more.
No, protein is supposed to be here because the teaching on protein is we use the size of your palm. Okay? No, your palm is too big for that part. Try put it here. You'll see it fits.
For the protein.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you've seen.
So this is for fiber.
This is
and
for fiber.
fruits.
And fruits. So your vegetables.
She protein in the morning. Must me.
Yes, it is.
No, but she's right because she's coming from a point of wanting to control what you eat. Not really in a bad way, but protein is very difficult to get. This egg has 6 grams of protein. At the end of the day, Mkamba, your weight, your current weight, we need to multiply it by anything between 0.8 and 1 for you to get the amount of grams you're supposed to consume today for protein. So at the end of the day, imagine if, for example, we are assuming you're 40 kgs, you need 40 grams of protein, all right? So 40 divided by 6. How many eggs do you need by the end of the day?
Like 6.5.
Yeah.
Like 6.5.
Yeah.
So you see, your mom knows if you start with the protein early in the day, it will actually curb your cravings. So you see, those days when you want to snack on chevda for no reason, I would ideally say go for like a fruit or a source of protein. Or you see that peanut butter, because you didn't have it, you have your apple with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter.
I eat that.
Yeah, that one she loves.
So we have a challenge on the vegetables.
Yes.
Because
So vegetables in the morning.
yes,
Then are you saying napika sukuma asubuhi?
nasema carrots, kachumbari, make a salad. If you can't, tomato slices and cucumber slices. I like my cucumber in with some vinegar.
Okay. Okay, unaona nini
Alafu
tumali-
grate
tukisha
carrot.
wiki ya vegetables and skuma.
Una grate carrots and you can have your carrot pineapple salad in the morning.
Oh, that one we
daddy.
love in the
Like
house.
daddy.
Daddy
So there's a
makes
healthy
some
one.
very
Yes.
when he makes pilau, he makes for us that carrot and we love it. Oh my god. Okay, that one I admit I have failed.
So we have some improvement to
Yes,
make.
we have some
And then
improvement to make.
because a lot of breakfast options inakuanga na mafuta, what you can do is you can try air fry the sausages.
Yes.
The mandazi, because you can't bake mandazi, if it's samosa day, instead of deep frying it, you
Air fry as well.
because adolescent comes with a lot of hormonal changes. So there are some of them dealing with acne.
Yeah. Oh,
So unashangaa huu mtu nitamsaidiaje? You can't start the topical creams. You just need to first work with it from the inside. Now the reason we want vegetables is because your gut health is the biggest. You know, we don't talk about gut health because inakuanga natoa aibu. Huwezi anza kuambia watu, mimi nimekuwa nikishuta, you know, ama nimekuwa na constipate. But ideally, you will notice there's a serious link between your gut health and your mental health. And the studies are showing there's depression and anxiety in adolescents. There's a study that was done the other day by APRHC, and it's saying, we are not doing well. So as a nutritionist, what do? I tell you, work on your gut health. Therapist akikusaidia, yes, because your feel good hormone serotonin inaproduciwangwa 95% kwa tumbo.
I knew that.
So eat your vegetables. Yes. They help clear out the extra. Teenagers, mimi niko na mmoja sahi kwangu, ananimenga hizo mboga hata ikiwa tamu aje.
Ataki.
Staki. So you don't want to start dealing with hemorrhoids and the like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Honestly, that one
So Kamba, you did well, but this big part is for
oh my god.
In my defense, there are no greens here.
yeah, in your defense. But I was hoping you reach out for the apple.
I did.
Good.
So, for example, let's just say, if I add this, just this, in the morning, is this okay?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still need my veggies.
Okay. If the vegetables are there, I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
It's a good.
I do both.
You do both. You can try and mix them. That apple, I'm looking at it with a lettuce salad. So
Ni tamu.
yeah,
Hey.
salad. With the
apple
apple,
salad
it's
is very
inakuanga
nice.
tamu.
I'll take your word.
So that means you have to make time for breakfast because we are always rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're always rushing. So your mom didn't even provide a lot of what we have for breakfast. Unajua, breakfast cereals is what a lot of parents eat.
I'm going to do a bit better.
Yeah, she will do better.
Actually, and speaking of cereal, in our house, this one you're speaking for, in our house we love cereal, but we love granola.
Good with some yogurt.
Natural yogurt.
Natural for me.
Natural for you.
I do vanilla.
Do you know, by the way, Mkamba, this will shock you. Sugar is like the alcohol for teens.
I'm never eating again. You school it.
No, but you see, you know what you do? The granola is already sweet. Do the plain and let it soak for some time. The yogurt will be sweet.
That's true.
Oh.
If we decided to use
Mix.
mala instead, but the sweetened, is that a better option to the vanilla yogurt?
Both have
Ama zote ziko na
added
sukari.
sugar.
Yeah.
So if you can, just try wean yourself off sugar because there's a lot of sugar that is going to find you. And especially, I'll repeat this, if there's any a teen who's dealing with acne, akiwapunguze added sugar. And I know natural yogurt doesn't taste nice when you're starting. But because it's good for your gut health, ukianza tu utaanza kupata, it tastes better. Kwanza there's a mix I like. Yogurt, plain yogurt with an apple or a banana, a bit of nuts, like a handful, and some chia seeds. And you just let it. By the way, the idea is to soak. Let it soak. You'll tell me.
That sounds nice.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Because remember when I used to dip my bananas in yogurt?
Oh yeah,
people
she loves
would look at
bananas
me
and
like,
yogurt.
Yeah, that's a good.
But she's having now the vanilla plus the banana.
We are learning. That's why we are here. Okay. So your breakfast, ideally, that's how we would have had it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we
with some
needed
fiber
to
here.
next time we do not next time going forward. Tunaongeza veggies and a fruit in the morning.
Yes, and by the way, it was okay for you to have 2 mandazis. Okay.
Yeah.
Or extra slices of bread from what your mom is having. But you need to be more active. Because you're
burn the
growing.
calories.
You see,
Yeah.
your energy needs are slightly higher. Your mom right now, metabolism has started slowing down. Yours is now going
Uzee
up.
is catching up.
Uzee is catching up. Hata ukimwambia fanya magoti hivi unaweza sikia.
Au, zitafanya hivyo kabla
Yeah.
nifike chini.
So good job.
Awesome. Okay. Yay, we learned something there. Okay. So here we go. Nthenya, what's our next challenge?
Lunch versus dinner.
We played.
Lunch
plate
versus
it.
dinner.
Oh wow. What kind of plate did you have last time?
Hey.
Change for you. Oh, I give you the yellow.
Okay.
Mkamba. Representing.
So we have our two
Wow.
spoons here. I know, right?
Nini tena?
So Nthenya, we have some rice. We have some noodles.
Here. This is aside.
We have some minced meat.
Okay,
And
that
we have
looks
some grains. We have some grains. Haya Mumbus, twende kazi. Hii unaweza chota nayo. Tuseme itakuwa ya mchele. The noodles need this one. Then ni ya sukuma.
Sasa hapa we have 2 carbohydrates.
Sasa tushatoa mwakenya ile ingine. Sasa na plate nikifikiria.
Una plate will plate jana. Acha na mambo ya
By
mwakenya.
the like
What you did yesterday, Mkamba is here. She will
for dinner.
confirm.
Oh my god.
Kama, what did you have?
David, you know me, I'm trying to remember what I had for dinner.
No, I assume this is what you had for dinner.
Okay.
How would you plate it?
Mkamba, are you sure? Okay, let's go.
This is even without consideration to what you told us.
Okay.
That is where I'll put my cards.
Akimi, I won't.
Automatically, your mind just wants to do it there.
Okay.
You see? Tumeambiwa tukue honest people. And we should not lie.
Amen. Can't have that.
Okay. Yes, because of you.
Yes.
Okay. Ongeza. Good.
No greens.
Good job. Okay.
Oh wow. So if you are being
good.
very honest,
That's how your plate
let's put
looked.
them
Yes.
here. There's yet to block.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is yes. If you
Eco.
are being very honest.
Eco. Hata mimi nimeiona.
Ameka literally
Nimeiona.
one.
Nimeiona. So, I like. Now, I'm back to this plate again, and I'll this time be very specific. I'll not go for the rice, but I'll go for this.
For the noodles.
Yeah, because I know. Mkamba, would you have this any day, anytime?
Yes.
When do
but
we
not
choose
with these
it?
things.
What do you have it with?
Eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I wanted it coming from you because a lot of teenagers, of course, will do it with what? With eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Or on any day, they'll just have it like this with the seasoning. Allow me to use this one.
Yes.
And it's not just one packet. How many packets do you do? 1 or 2?
Just one.
Or just 1? Okay. So, one looks like, is this enough for 1 packet? Yeah. Or more?
Yeah, more.
Oh, more. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's
Because
make
there's a
it more.
small packet of noodles and a big packet of noodles.
The big one
Yeah, so let's say 1. Eh? So what happens is ideally any teen would pick this, maybe not for their dinner, but for their lunch or a snack. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be representing the teenager in the room today. Now, Mkamba, we start with yours or Mommy's?
Mine.
So, you did very well with your protein. I saw you were even adding.
Yes.
So that's a good thing. And maybe because it's meat. So the question is, if we were doing rice and beans, would you have done the same?
No, I probably wouldn't have even eaten that. I'd have made my noodles.
You'd have made your noodles.
With
And
eggs.
why is that?
I don't like beans.
Is that beans and lentils and dengu and the...
No, just beans.
Just beans.
Yeah, and those ones with the black line.
Njahe.
Hizo.
Okay, those ones you don't like them. Mmesema hizo zinaweza jenga barabara. Sawa. So not a lot of people like njahe, but what you need to understand is that you can't eat meat every day.
Yeah.
Because there is plant protein that is coming from your beans, your ndengu, your kamande, your njahe, that one you've said you don't like it. And when you're eating them, they are also a source of carbohydrate. So it's a source of protein and a source of carbohydrate. Your rice is actually ideally a very good serving portion for a teenager, because remember you have increased energy needs. Where I'm worried and where I'm happy that this happened is you're a representation of teenagers. You people don't like vegetables.
No, my vegetables are broccoli and carrots and what are those ones called? Bok choy. Those ones are the ones I can even eat peke yake.
Okay, so the leafy ones you don't like them.
And also they kwama in my braces.
Okay. Now we need to assume you don't have your braces, but you need the leafy vegetables.
Yeah.
Now we've said gut health is very important. If you continue eating that, it doesn't have bulk. So your stool, not the stool we sit on, actually requires some bulk to move in the system. So sometimes you'll find, you're feeling like you're constipated, and it's because the vegetables are non-existent. And you need to make sure you're not just eating some types. Every color of vegetable is very important. So your bok choy and broccoli is just green. Let's look for red. So you can do the bell peppers. You can do kachumbari. So look for that, because you're getting the phytochemicals in those, and they're good for your heart.
Yes, ma'am.
For your skin,
with your tiny thing.
But even when whatever is provided you don't like, just try and force yourself, and don't eat it because you like. We need to make nutrition because it's necessary.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to understand. Okay, I know that you're making your choices, but there's no way you'll stay away from skooma in your life. You have to consume it. So well done on your plate, but remember, we need your vegetables. Now, let's discuss this before we go to mom. Any teenager would choose this, maybe, if we had beans, all right? So you will be surprised that one packet of noodles, whichever brand you want to look at, is 400 calories and above. It's a lot of calories, and it comes with a lot of preservatives. This is not real food. So you shouldn't be making it. It's not when your parent is leaving, atakwambianga to lunch, kuna tu noodles.
But we tend to assume Nthenya that juu nimeongeza tu mayai
kamekuwa balanced. Yes. I would rather go for pasta than this. It's not very processed like the noodles. They are really processed. They have a lot of additives. Kwanza when you add the seasoning, you make it worse.
Oh wow.
And you don't want to start having issues of inflammation. So you see, sengine unasikia teenager akona shida ya magoti, ati hawezi panda stairs. Those are some of the things. Okay?
Oh wow.
So not to say you never eat noodles, but it shouldn't be your go-to
meal every time.
Yes.
Because this one is ever present in our house.
Yeah.
You would
So
be
when
lying
you're
if you said it's not.
When you're shopping, it's there. So you need to reduce it and now say, okay, what can I do with when I don't really like what's there? You can do your eggs. And I'm hoping mommy is making ndoma and washi.
Those are constant in the
so
house.
you can pick that and vegetables. Kamba.
Yeah.
Okay? Good. Your mama's plate here is looking very interesting, and how anyone would make it. Sijui kama uliassume pia hizi carrot ziko hapa ni vegetables. Na mpaka zenye ziko kwa rice. Okay. Now, I know your goal. You would have increased your protein. Okay? And this fiber needs to come here. The rice needs to go there, because you know by fact of age, oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Sasa tumiaka tukisonga, metabolism pia inaanza
In a deep. Yeah.
Okay, so you ideally want to be getting more nutrients, more vitamins, more minerals, and that you're getting from your leafy vegetables. So karais tunakata kidogo. And I know someone will ask, Nthenya, sasa nikikula hako na shibanga. This size of here would fit ideally maybe like 100 grams of ugali, and 100 grams of ugali is close to 70 grams of carb. In a day, you just need about 150 grams. So that means in that 1 meal, you've eaten half.
Yeah.
So you might be safer with rice because 100 grams of rice is about 30 grams. So mnaelewa?
Yeah.
So that is not to mean you have an extra. Even your fruit for the day, for example, if you eat a fruit there, with that, it also adds to the carbohydrate of the day. Even the spinach has a specific amount of carb. Yes. So you need to, yes. Mkamba, I'll come back to you because of that orange. This spinach, why do you think we eat spinach? Apart from gut health?
Increase iron levels.
Don't even say anything else. So we need to increase your iron levels because teens, you've just started your periods and now, we want to boost your levels. So spinach and some orange because iron goes very well with vitamin C. It boosts the absorption.
Yeah.
So that's why you want to have it. Even if you don't want to have it for the gut health, just have it to boost your iron. Okay? Any questions for this?
That's a good point. No, this is actually very good. I feel like this has been a very good lesson. Because you see, by default, my mind goes to this is the carb. Oh my God, I think this is my biggest lesson of today.
So now let me just plate it for you to see
the way it's meant to
how
be
it's
done.
meant to be.
Oh wow.
If it's a man, they might do well with an extra serving of carb. If we use your hand portion guide, Mkamba lets you use your hand. Just lift your hand. So the fist is your carbohydrate. So you can have 2 fists because you're growing. But if you don't feel like you're too full, you can just do one fist. Then for the protein, we always do the size of your palm, okay? A palm size. And you've seen that plate is doing very well. And if it's for men who are lifting and just want to take care of their health, they do 2 pounds. Vegetables is constant. It's half a plate. Okay? And they create the bulk. So that you won't even be hungry when you're doing that. So I'm going to plate. We will assume it's filled the space. Yes. And we did very well
show
because
exactly how it's supposed to be.
Because at least we did not miss out on the protein. It would have been a mistake. Okay, so then let's do the rice. So that will tell you that you're getting your carbohydrates for energy, your protein for muscle repair, muscle growth, immunity. Some glutes. It's very important. And then the other thing that we need to understand is that you don't get scared of eating. We are not all meant to be the same size. Okay, so just eat what's available. Even if you found fries on that plate, on that serving table, serve and just make sure there's a protein and a bit of vegetables and you'd be good to go. Okay?
Let's put this here so that we can show now
how ideally it would be if you're really thinking about. So your carbohydrate shouldn't be a lot. And why we are doing this is because, Mkamba, don't worry, as we picked it from our parents. So we are trying to teach the next generation you don't have to have too much food and then you're not very active. Okay.
And actually, that's the reason for this conversation today. We always, on Mommy Daughter, we always trying to learn. Spikes in the quick. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Wait.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
yeah. So Mkamba, do you think you'd get full from this?
Huh?
Do you think you'd get full from this?
Yeah.
Because of the fiber?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is quite wow. But let me tell you now, the one person who actually does eat like this, Baba Mumbus. By the way, hiyo ya daddy tunaweza mpatia props. Hiyo tutasema tu kweli hapa. Daddy has really like his carbs zinakwanga kwa portion. The protein and the veggies in plenty. And then his fruit bowl. Atakuwa na bowl hapo ya fruit.
So he's getting his carbohydrate from the fruits.
The fruit as well. So for the fruits, I would after this, I would now eat like 3 of these.
Good. Yeah. No, fruits, what we say, you can't eat, don't eat so many. Like bananas, usiseme now I'm going to eat 4 bananas, 5. Because a banana, one is about 25 grams of carbs. So the more bananas you eat, the more now you're wondering, I'm not eating a lot of food, but I might be gaining.
And nakula 2 fruits. We are very good at saying that.
Fruits too. But what now happens is when you're eating fruits because of their fiber, maybe we can bring in this. It's good to choose the fruit over the juice.
Yes.
Because
okay.
this bowl wouldn't even fill this glass of juice.
Okay.
So are you able to finish those oranges?
No. By the time you're having 3, hata ya 4 is a struggle.
You're done because of the fiber. But if it's juice,
you can drink even 2 glasses.
So because you don't want to load your body with so much sugar, and that glucose, if we find November was diabetes awareness month. So you don't want to load your body with so much sugar. So now the glucose is just there, wondering where do I go? That's how people get diabetes. And you can stay with diabetes for 10 years without knowing. So you don't want to start making your body in your 30s diabetic now. So let's just eat the fruits because of the fiber and other benefits. Tuko sawa?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Good.
Hey, this one. This lesson. Spikes, can you see this lesson? This is my biggest lesson. Today, I need to rewire my brain, guys, for this plate.
Need to.
Yeah, but that was very interesting. Mumbus, your biggest lesson? Eat more vegetables.
And actually, Mumbus, you can start by having your vegetables there. You
Then
can't
increase
move
the
from
portion.
that to
this.
this. Actually, you could get constipated when you overload on fiber all of a sudden. So, Mkamba, you just start, with that small plate. Just use it for your vegetables. And with time, you'll find, and it's a good idea. Now, during this break, be the one telling your mom, mommy, I've seen this recipe somewhere. Let's try it together. Yeah, that's how you find yourself even wanting the salad over anything else.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That was a good lesson. Daddy would be so proud of himself if he was here.
Thank God he was not here. You would not have had the end of
it. This is how you should do it. Anyway, thank you, Nthenya. I think that was a very interesting class. That was a class for sure.
Thank you for having me.
And now, before we wrap it up, tell us about these portion plates. Now you understand what the portion plates are for, right? Ama niseme tu tutapeana namba hapa.
Waende pale Instagram pia waangalie. I talk about a lot of things, not just weight loss. By the way, there's a big number of people, especially ladies, trying to gain weight.
Me being one of them.
I had a session the other day for weight gain. Oh, you were not there. We had a session. They are talking about the same things. Self-esteem issues. You just want to go into a room and look like a serious person. So
let me tell you. One of my biggest... There are many for wanting to gain a bit more weight. But it's because of my daughter here. Kwa sasa tunatembea watu wanashinda. Kwanza watu kuna wale wako na kale kauso kama dharau. Ikati mamake wapi? Yeah, so we need to look like a bit of weight ndio tukende kama we actually are a mother to a whole teenager.
Now. It's coming. No, but it's a good thing. Mkamba, let me tell you, you have good genes. So imagine ideally this is how you'll be looking around there.
Just like that.
Yeah, just that.
Oh, wow, okay. But yeah, so thank you so much, Nthenya.
The plates go for 300 bob. Actually, it's the best price. Nimeambiwa kuna supermarket nauza so 9. I'm think, yes.
Oh, wow.
These are ours, right?
Yes, right. Yes. So let's get the plate. And even if you don't get the plate, imagine you can use your plate. Use a plate at home that is the size of your hand circumference. Please, those dinner plates we are buying is They are so big. So ideally, because we start eating with our eyes, you will automatically think, hey, your chakula ni kidogo. But yet you've had so much food on one plate. Let's use a small plate. This one looks big because it has the partition.
Yes.
If ideally we remove the partition,
But then put it on a
should-
normal plate.
Yes.
It's actually not a lot of food.
Yes.
All right. The plate goes for 300 shillings, guys. So,